Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your qualifying live watch on. Apologies, I'm a bit late, people. I forgot to set my alarm. You know what they say, people? Accountability is the best ability. So I do apologise. I'm running a little bit late, but my mistake for forgetting to set the alarm, isn't it? Big up to every single new live and logs in this morning. Much appreciated. So currently 9 minutes into Q1 now. 9 minutes after Q1. Yep, so let's see how it goes. Kimmy Antonelli here. Oh wow. What's that? I'm sorry. Sorry about that, people. Bit background noise, so that's why I muted the mic. But yep, we're currently 7 minutes ago left to Q1. Currently, the two McLarens 1 and 2 at the moment, but obviously, you know, things like don't usually get exciting until near Q3. But this is all about the shootouts getting to the Q2. Ollie Behrman sets a lap time. Fifth. That's a good lap. Lewis Hamilton here in the Ferrari. Currently on board with him right now. Setting the lap. Hamilton bounce across the finish line. P6. Currently 6 minutes remaining now, Q1. Big up to every single one of you. Like I said, apologies I'm a bit late. It's my own doing. You know, I forgot to set my alarm. For goodness sake, man, I can't bloody believe it. Ollie Behrman, wow, what a lap that is. That's very, very impressive. Look at that aerial shot of Suzuka. I love Suzuka, you know, especially Spoon Corner, you know, I find it absolutely amazing and fantastic in the end of the Spoon Corner. Isaac Hadjar, you know, there he is in the Racing Bulls. Currently on board again. There's the Mercedes in the garage. That is Kimi Antonelli, currently in 18th at the moment. P18, Alonso 17, Hadjar 19th, and Stroll 20th. But obviously, it could get a bit tight because others are yet to set fast laps. And then near the end, they all push to get into Q2. Of course, Stroll, he's had a decent start to the season, to be fair. So has Esteban Ocon, in the Haas. Behrman, he's had a decent start. Well, he's poor in Australia, but he bounced back in China. So he'll be looking for another strong performance. The Englishman, Max Albon, currently on the lap now. So your current top 10 is Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Russell, Behrman, Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, Tsunoda, Albon. Here is Alex Albon now, about to set a time. P5. Good lap there by the Thailand British driver. Well, Thailand / British. That's your that racing ball, so that is absolutely beautiful, absolutely amazing. By far the best livery to me, in my personal opinion. Two Mercedes here, very close to each other out on track. Looks like they're going to be giving each other the toe. Kimi entered early. Two Mercedes following each other. Pretty sure. At the moment, Antonelli is in the drop zone, so Russell will be hoping to get him the toe. Here's Kimi Antonelli currently on the flying lap now. As he'd be looking to get into Q2. It's going to be interesting now to see how many can actually get through. 1 minute 50 seconds remaining. Of course, I'm watching on now TV, so I may be about 30 seconds behind or 20 seconds behind, whatever it is. But like I said, once again, people, apologies that I missed the start because, I forgot to set my alarm. See, people, accountability is the best ability. And yeah, I held my hand up. I got this one totally wrong. Forget and set my alarm, not sustainable on my behalf. And yeah, as Lee Gunner says, accountability is the best ability. This is a favourite YouTuber of mine, Kimi Antonelli. Green, green, green in Sector 2. How can he cross the finish line? 7. Goes purple in Sector 3. His best time so far. Landed onto green, green, green. Now he needs to get through into Q2. The Aston Martin driver Fernando Alonso, who's yet to score points in the first 2 races. 11. Will that be enough for Alonso? Gasly currently on the lap as well in the Alpine. P9, the Gasly there. Jack Doohan, the upper Alpine, 16th, stays in the drop zone. Esteban Ocon, Hadjar 12th. Ocon about to come past the finish line now. 15th. Oh, just squeezes through. It's very close. The Hulk currently on the lap now. The Hulkster P15 knocks Ocon back down. Liam Lawson in the racing balls. Can he get through into Q2? As he approaches the final corner. Lawson just about squeezes in for now. Just made it through, Liam Lawson. So out the two Saubers, Esteban Ocon, Doohan, and Lance Stroll are your victims at Q1. Lawson and Alonso just making through on the skin of their teeth. Piastri was fastest in that session. Russell, Lando Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Antonelli, Gasly. Yep. Sainz, Albon, Behrman, Hadjar, Alonso, Lawson, all making through. Sadly, for the two kick Sauber cars, they are eliminated. But Doohan, yeah, another poor session by Jack Doohan. It's only a matter of time before Franco Colapinto is in that car. Stroll, who's been impressive this season so far, misses out on Q1. There we go. Just sending a message on WhatsApp to my WhatsApp group. You know, one of them I'm in anyway. I do have my own WhatsApp group, but this one sending a message to my good friend and loyal subscriber, F1. Oh, big up to Adam. Big up to Adam Partridge. Bosh. Good morning to you, mate. Sorry, Adam Dahl 2025. Oops. Apologies for that, mate. You're Adam Dahl, not Adam Partridge. It's because I got two Adams, you know. I forgot your name for a second. But yeah, big up and good morning to you anyway. Thank you for joining me this morning. Unfortunately, I was a little bit late starting because, you know, I forgot to set my alarm. Not sustainable on my behalf. So, yep, apologies for that, everyone. Yep. Wow, my loyal subscriber, F1 Fan Fanatics, had just said that Stroll has been shocking in Japan. This is the fourth time in a row that he's been knocked out in Q1 here in Japan. That's crazy. That is nowhere near sustainable, if you ask me. Let's get it right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. But big up to every single one of you like and locks in this morning. Much appreciated. Currently on the commercial break now here in the UK on Sky Source F1. So, yeah, Q2 is going to be interesting to see who gets through to Q3. Liam Lawson will be very relieved he made it through to Q2 because he just about squeezed through the racing ball striper. But obviously, Yuki Tsunoda made it through, so hopefully he can get into Q3. There's my driver Ollie Behrman there, sat in the garage, in the house. My other driver, Lewis Hamilton, hopefully he'll be able to have a strong qualifying as well. Lance Stroll, oh, that's a shocking error. Completely got out of shape there. Wow. Of course, Aston Martin sponsored by JCB. Oh, going rally crossing. Currently talking to the Aston Martin team principal in the moment. On pit wall, Andy Cowell. Currently waiting for the pit lane to open. Well, the pit lane is open, but currently waiting for the traffic lights to turn green to get Q2 underway. A Red Bull waiting down the straight. Green, here we go. Big up Joshua J. Good luck in your watch on. I'm also live. Oh, thank you. Unfortunately, I did miss the start because I forgot to set my alarm. Dear me. Stinker and hooks moment there for Mr. Josh DJ. Nowhere near sustainable. But I did take accountability for it. I did apologise to people for forgetting to set my alarm. Oh, dear me. Oh, wow. Now, I'm hoping things are good because I'm currently using my 4G because, we don't really have strong enough internet here to be using the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, I'm just using the 4G. Hopefully things are good up your end, that the audio is clear and everything. Carlos Sainz currently sat in the garage in the moment. This is Josh DJ like. Thank you. Cheers. Q2 well and truly underway now. We have 13 minutes left to Q2. Max Verstappen, we're currently on board with the reigning world champion. Max Verstappen on the flying lap now. First one started flying lap in Q2. Currently on the softs. I gotta say that one off Red Bull livery does look very nice, people. Right, sorry about that, people. Just a lot of background noise. So, yeah, currently 10 minutes left at the moment, the Q2. So, yeah, at the moment, Lando Norris is fastest, second, Max Verstappen, Hamilton third, Leclerc fourth, Gasly fifth, Alonso sixth, Berman seventh, Tsunoda eighth, Lawson ninth, Piastri 10th. Third, Piastri. Russell second. Good time that by George Russell. Kimi Antonelli, P7. Carl Sainz, P10. Albon, P5. Good lap for that. Green, green, green. In all sectors. Yuki Tsunoda still in the pits at the moment, but I expect him to come out very soon. Oscar Piastri here. Oh, makes a bit of an error. Oh, dips a tyre into the grass. Oh, got a bit out of shape there. Not sure you want to be going rallying, Oscar Piastri, mate, to be honest. Oh, wow. What's going on here? A grass fire. Red flag, session stopped. Wow. That's insane. Wow. Look at that. A red flag for a grass fire. Have you seen anything like it? Unbelievable. Oh, look at that aerial shot of Suzuka. That's very nice. That's insane. A red flag because of grass fire. Wonder how that caught fire. But obviously the clock has stopped in a moment. Yeah, mad. Someone just said in a WhatsApp group, crazy. There you go. Here comes the fire fighters about to extinguish the fire. Red flag, the grass fire. Mad. So I'm just going to put it in the WhatsApp group. Crazy. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. A red flag because of a grass fire. What? How that caught fire? Was it some sparks what ignited it or something? You know, off these grounds and hexes, suspension cars. So that is crazy. What the actual heck, man? Oh wow, look at that fan dressed up as Fernando Alonso. in the Santander Ferrari ovals. Wow. Okay, Ferrari fan that. Fair play. There we go. Okay. Oh, good morning, Kai. Good morning to you, mate. Session currently stopped at the moment because of a grass fire. I mean, have you ever seen anything like that, mate? I mean, I can't recall before a red flag due to grass fire. I'm like, what the fuck, man? That's insane. Crazy, mad, generally mad. Of course, all do, and yes, say now. Crash the ads. Oh, well, thankfully he's okay. But Ocon, he'll be disappointed to miss out on Q2. The two Haas drivers as well, they'll be disappointed. You're doing well. It shows Yuki doing well. It shows Liam was promoted too early. Yes, Kai. I said all along, mate, that Red Bull literally got egg on their face for promoting Lawson too soon. Oh my goodness me, man. What on earth were they thinking? But thankfully, they came to their senses in the end to promote 1.1 Yuki Tsunoda. Red Bull will never learn. No, never, mate. They'll never learn. 100% they will never learn, that team. But in the end of the day, that's why I call them the Milton Keynes assholes. Let's get it right. My most disliked team ever, Red Bull. Let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get the narrative right. Green flag, here we go. We're back underway for Q2. So the clock will restart in a minute, because obviously the clock stops. But yeah, absolutely unbelievable. Be interested to see if Yuki Tsunoda can get through to Q3. I hope he does. I really do. Lawson, well, we'll wait and see. But he just only made it through to Q2, to be honest. So no guarantees that he's going to get through to Q3. Here we go. The two Ferraris down the pit entrance. My driver Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc are waiting for the green lights. Again, a nice aerial shot. Bird's eye view, Suzuka. Gabriel was close to Hulk, just like never racing on his track record. He was, to be fair. He was, Kai. You're right, mate. 100%. Spot on, mate. Waiting for the lights to turn green now. Currently on standby. Green. Here we go. We're back underway again. The clock restarts. 8 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Left to Q2. Big up to every single one of you like locks in this morning. Much appreciated. Ollie Behrman, 13th in the Haas. Hopefully he can make it through to Q2. That'd be really impressive. Yuki Tsunoda, P14, Liam Lawson 15 at the moment. And Norris is still currently fastest at the moment, but no doubt about it, there will be more laps to come. Hmm. Look at these kids dressed up in McLaren race suits, Red Bull and Ferrari. I do love seeing how fans are dressed up in their grandstands. I really do. Seeing what outfits they're wearing. I find that very interesting. These sounds are now on a flying lap. This is not looking good for Ocon. No. Nope. Got eliminated in Q1. Behrman got through. Come on, Team in Red, show what pace you got. Unlock this SF25, yeah? We are Ferrari at the end of the day. We should be doing much less than this. Yellow in Sector 1 for Lewis Hamilton, slightly down in Sector 1. Leclerc also yellow as well in Sector 1. As long as our cars make it through, that's all I care about, really. Hamilton here. What's his time like? And all goes a bit wide there onto the curb. But that cost him a bit of time. Green in Sector 2. Slightly better second sector. Green as well for Leclerc in Sector 2. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. P4. 1 minute 27.610. Leclerc. 1 minute and 27.660. Goes P4. Slightly ahead of Lewis Hamilton there. Jules Bianchi shirt. Someone wearing a Jules Bianchi shirt in the Ferrari garage. Rest in peace to Jules Bianchi. Very sad what happened to him. Unfortunately, got killed at this circuit because he hit a forklift. I'm just going to say on my WhatsApp group, currently doing my first ever F1 live watch along on YouTube right now. There we go. F1 fan gamer just laughed at my comment because I put in the WhatsApp group full kit Ferrari, full kit Alonso Ferrari wanker in the grandstand wearing an Alonso helmet and an Alonso race suit as well. Mad, generally mad. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda, currently on the flying lap now. Needs to get into Q3 if he can. Already he's done more than what Liam Lawson has done in the first 2 races, even if he misses out on Q3. But hopefully he will squeeze it into Q3. Yuki Tsunoda, yellow in Sector 1, slightly down in Sector 1, runs a bit wide there. Here comes Yuki Tsunoda. About to set a time in Sector 2. Williams gets out of his way. Has to go a bit wide there. Green goes quicker in Sector 2. Now about to exit the final corner. The Japanese driver. Yuki Tsunoda, 11. In the moment, just misses out on Q3. Lawson on the better lap. Liam Lawson. P10, wow. Just squeezes into Q3 at the moment. Liam Lawson. Fernando Alonso, what sort of lap can he set? Comes out in the final corner. Alonso 10. Just squeezes Lawson out in the moment. Then Albon makes it through. Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. 11. Just misses out in the moment. Carlos Sainz, a smooth operator. Getting Ollie, yes, absolutely. F1 fans CFC 1905. Good morning to you, by the way. Thank you for joining me this morning, mate. Much appreciated. Currently P8 at the moment. Sainz, a smooth operator, P12. Misses out on Q2. Ollie through, Ollie Behrman. So out is Gaz. Housen's still on the lap at the moment, but he'll probably back out with that. So that is the end of the session. So Gasly, Sainz, Alonso, Lawson, Tsunoda miss out on Q3. Liam Lawson out-qualifies Yuki Tsunoda 1-1. Gutting for Yuki Tsunoda. That really is. Leclerc's still on the flying lap though. Well, he's safely through, it looks like, so he's probably just going to back out on that and head straight to the pits. Lawson beats Yuki. Yeah, he does. Race control, Sainz Houghton incident. Yeah, I thought the Williams made one of the Ferraris go wide just now, to be honest. But yeah, that is the end of Q2. I'm gutted Yuki Tsunoda missed out on Q3, I really am. What happened to Sainz? Apparently, he's under investigation for impeding Lewis Hamilton. Race control was said. But yeah, P12, he missed out on Q3. Liam Lawson dominance could never bore some fans. I mean, I know Q2 was a bit disrupted because the grass higher, but yeah, shame 1-1 missed out. But I guess he's already done a little bit more than Lawson because, Lawson didn't make it through to Q2, did he, in the Red Bull least Yuki Tsunoda made it through to Q2, I guess. But after what he was doing in practice and that, he'll be gutted that he couldn't make the final qualifying session. Sainz getting smoked by Albon. Yeah, I know. An experienced driver like Carlos Sainz getting smoked by Albon is just not sustainable, Kai. It really isn't. Like Sainz has had a poor start to the season. Fernando Alonso's had a poor start to the season. Yeah, nowhere near sustainable. Just not good enough, mate. At the end of the day, currently adverts at the moment here in the UK. But yeah, make sure you're subscribing to my F1 channel. By the way, I have links set in the title because I need 50 subscribers to start live streaming on my F1 channel. So with my F1 streams at the moment, I can only do it on this channel because I need 50 subscribers to start live streaming. So make sure you're subscribing to that channel. Link is in the title. And yeah, sound like in the comments section. Of course, I forgot to put in my membership, didn't I? Pinned on top of the live chat. Dear me. That shows how fast Albon can be. Look, fair play to him. He's had a good start to the season, yeah? But my advice is don't get too giddy. Just hope that Albon keeps this up. Or the incident between Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz. Looked like Sainz was impeded, Hamilton impeded by Carlos Sainz. So surely he'll be under investigation for that. Oh yeah, and someone just said in the WhatsApp group, super dangerous app on Sainz. Totally out of order. Oh yeah, he's got to get a penalty for that, surely, the swing operator. Oh, Fernando Alonso got a bit out of shape there. Just showing him on the sky pads at the moment. Ollie Behrman, what a time by him. Look at that, celebrations in the Haas garage. Who's that? Is that his dad? But either way, he looks a very happy father. That is his dad. Couple Mercedes fans in the grandstands. Wow, look at that. Is that meant to be Zach Brown and Lando Norris? Lewis Hamilton, couple of dolls. Oh, wow, look at that. Got all the different F1 drivers on the banner there. One fan. See, I love the Japanese fans. They're absolutely amazing. At the end today, Charles Leclerc, 16th. Lee Behrman currently waiting for the lights to turn green. Nice cup of tea. Lovely. Let's see what times the Ferraris can set. Because, our pace has not been very good in, Q3 at times this season. But hopefully now, the upgrades, we can get a bit higher. Fingers crossed. Higher up the order. That Racing Bulls, like I said though, that is still got to be my favourite livery this season. Just looks beautiful. Isaac Hadjar. At least he made it through to Q3. Max just in front of the two McLarens there. Coming down the pit straight. One of the McLarens, I think, is definitely going to get pole position. My money's on Lando Norris. Not that I'm a betting man anyway, because I'm not, But yeah, if I had to choose someone, it'd be Lando Norris who would get pole position. What, Ollie Behrman? Here we go. Currently on board here with Max Verstappen. Yeah, Red Bull. You know me, I absolutely cannot stand that team. But this one-off livery they've done this weekend is absolutely beautiful. George Russell, obviously, he's in. Come on, Kai. I think that's a bit too soon to start saying that, mate. But yeah, George Russell literally coming down the straight, about to start his flying lap. Of course, he's been qualifying quite well in the last couple of races, so he'll be looking for another strong qualifying here. Yeah, George Russell, so far this season, has just gone about his business and he's had a really solid start to the season. Fair play to him. Of course, in the moment, gone purple because he's the only one to set a time in Section 1 in the moment. That doesn't make Lawson look as bad. Yeah, you're joking. Yeah, I know you are, mate. This is why I got a lot of time for you, because you're unique, you like to have a bit of banter. This is why I love having you in my live chat. Because the other night you just had me in absolute stitches, mate. George Russell P1. Purple, 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 but he's the only one to set a time. 1 minute 27.318. Hadjar goes second there. Verstappen purple. I mean, don't write him off, because obviously we can all see what he can do. Even when the Red Bull is not the quickest, he always squeezes the maximum out of it. Goes P1 there. Piastri on the purple. Bounce across the finish line. Surely going to go quicker than Max. He does. Yeah, you're welcome, Kai. No problem. Lando Norris here. Bounce across the finish line as well. Fourth. Wow. Not a good lap, that by Lando Norris. A bit on his teammate Oscar Piastri, the two Ferraris fifth. Ah, come on, team in red. Leclerc on the flying lap as well. About to cross the finish line. Surely more to come from the team in red. Third, wow, that's a decent lap by Leclerc. Of course, like everyone will get another lap towards the end. Ollie Behrman here. My driver. Oh, went a bit wide there, got a bit out of shape. I gotta say, that Haas livery as well. The one livery they done. This is why Lando would never be champion. He doesn't have the minerals. Yep, thanks. He's got to stop making these silly errors. Of course, McLaren lets you have the best car on the grids, but their two drivers do bottle it sometimes, unfortunately, Piastri and Lando Norris. I mean, this is why my team took McLaren to the last race of the season, last season in the Constructors. They should have had both titles won, but they made too many mistakes last season. They won the Constructors, but the reason they didn't wrap it up sooner was because their drivers kept making errors. George Russell currently fourth at the moment. 5 minutes ago, a Q3. As the clock counts down. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in this morning. Much appreciated. Joining me for my first ever F1 qualifying live watch along, which I will be doing the race as well tomorrow, so make sure you do join me for that. And I will remember to set an alarm this time. Dear me. I was about 20 minutes late for the stream. Not sustainable, because I bloody forgot to set an alarm. Lewis Hamilton here. Oh, got a bit out of shape there. Oh, nearly dropped it. Wow, he had to grab control of that Ferrari. Oh, like a half spin. Three minutes remaining. Or 3.5 minutes. As everyone is dashing down to the pit lane. For a final lap. Alex Albon dominance could never bore some fans. Well, you're an Albon fan, aren't you? So, of course, you're going to enjoy him being on this good run of form. As all the sets of drivers now about to start their final flying lap. Yep, so the two McLarens, I six want them to get pole position. I'm sixing it to be Oscar Piastri because he set a good lap. Norris, he may get a bit higher, he has a better lap. But yeah, needs to do a bit better than that. As a disappointing lap earlier on, as they're all rushing to get to the finish line to start one last final flying lap. Of course, Max is currently P2 the moment. Norris has gone purple in Sector 1. So he has improved on his signs so far. George Russell slightly down in the first sector. Green, bit of an improvement in the second sector. About to exit the final corner here, George Russell. Norris, what's his time like in the second sector? Green. Russell goes P4. Isaac Hadjar 7. That's a decent time. My driver down in the second sector, Lewis Hamilton. Norris P1. That's a much better lap. Lando Norris stakes out on pole position. So far, my driver Lewis Hamilton 8th. What on earth is that? Albon P9. Max Verstappen bounced across the line. P1. Wow, Max is stuck on pole position. Oscar Piastri here. Can he go quicker than Max? He's on a current flying lap. No! Misses out. Max Verstappen beats Lando Norris. Wow!
Jello's in the pocket again. Jello's in the pocket. Wash. It's all right though.
Wow, what a lap. See, this is why you can never write off Max Verstappen. What a lap. Unbelievable. The Red Bull absolutely nowhere, and he still gets the maximum out of the car. This is why he is a one-off. Generational talent, honestly. Oscar bottled it. Pole should have been his. Yeah. But yeah, nevertheless, good luck by Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen currently celebrating his pole position. So your top 10 for the Grand Prix is Verstappen, first, Lando Norris second, Piastri third, Leclerc fourth, Russell fifth, Antonelli sixth, Hadjar seventh, Lewis Hamilton eighth. What a lap, honestly. Just unbelievable lap that by Verstappen. This is why, like I say, you can never write him off because he is literally a special talent. Currently, I say the best driver on the grid to still stick it on pole. Now Red Bull should be nowhere near pole position, and he literally sticks it on pole. Just unbelievable. Fair play to him. I'm not Red Bull's biggest fan, but you got to respect Max. Yeah, Max is just, wow. I mean, you have to respect him, don't you? Oscar Piastri now in third. But yeah, I agree. He should have been on pole, really. But yeah, just in the last lap of Q3, couldn't quite hook it together. So you got to give Max credit. That was unreal. Of course, drivers now currently doing their interviews. So yeah, Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, Leclerc, Russell, Antonelli, Hadjar, my star in the session, 7. Hamilton 8th, Albon 9th, Behrman 10th, Isaac Hadjar in P7. That is absolutely unbelievable in the racing balls. Wow, absolutely. Just, I honestly thought one of the McLarens was going to be on pole, but this is why Max, is a 4-time world champion. Just for him to still be able to stick it on pole when the Red Bull should be nowhere near that position just goes to show how good he is. Literally outstanding. He really is. But Behrman, good session by Ollie Behrman as well. But yeah, Ferrari, P8 for Lewis Hamilton, not good. I was expecting a bit more, to be honest. Probably just couldn't quite hook it together or something, or had a bit of a scruffy moment. Need to see full footage first before I can judge it fully. But Max very happy he's on pole position. But yeah, the two drivers who are 1 and 2 in the championship starting next to each other again tomorrow, that could get very tasty. Really could. Naomi Sheriff currently doing the interviews. Lando Norris still looks quite happy now. But with the car he's got, you feel that McLaren will still be favourites to win the race. So he's going to have to get ahead of Max because, even if Max hasn't got the quickest car, once he is ahead, he's very difficult to beat. So Norris is going to have to try and jump Max at the start tomorrow. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining me this morning. I am wrapping this up now, people. I will be back today with some more videos, and Yep, join me tomorrow for a live watch on to the Grand Prix. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be doing a quick qualifying reaction on my F1 channel a bit later on. And yeah, congratulations to Max Verstappen, Isaac Hadjar, my star in the session. Bye bye.